What is up, fam? Hope y'all are doing fantastic out there today. So I've got a couple of bangers here for you. So some stuff that has been around for a while. One of them is actually a little newer. The other one's been around for a while. These are some of the some budget bangers from Kizer. We'll go ahead and take a look at these really quickly. We'll start with the first one here. So this is the Mini Roach. It's a Matt Dagnan design. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. But I picked up a couple of knives from their most recent sale. They had a Easter sale or a flash sale or something. They had a sale going on. And I wanted to grab some knives. I picked up a few for the channel. A few that I've been wanting to take a look at for a while. You guys know the typical stuff with Kizer. If you don't, then yeah, you get microfiber and some paperwork in there. You always get some extra screws. We'll set that to the side over here. Take a look at the knife. So let's go ahead and get this opened up here. So this is, it said it was G10, right? Yeah, it said it was G10. It feels like Rich Light. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this guy. So we've got some kind of honeycomb looking G10, a G10 pivot collar. You got flipper there. That's got all the jimps on that flipper tab. Pretty nice. Tons of jimping there on the blade as well. Again, you got that honeycomb. I thought, like I said, it felt like it was Rich Light there for a minute. It still feels like Rich Light, but they say it is G10. And you got a same color, so that kind of a tan G10 backspacer. It's about a half-length backspacer. Other side, same stuff. Your typical Kizer deep carry pocket clip. It's always really well done. All your screws are flush. You know, no mushrooms growing in the shade, as bees would say. Let's go ahead, and I forget to do this on every video, but when I remember to do it, I always like to do it. We'll go ahead and check the machining on our screws. So you can see that wiggle there. Nothing too terrible there. All the other stuff are T6s, it looks like. Let me just make sure. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and... perfect machining there. No wiggle at all. Same on that. Same. Yep. Looks like we got all... Yeah, these are... The T6s are done extremely well. This one's got a little bit of wiggle in it. So nothing major there. Some awesome stuff. Let's go ahead and flick her open for the first time. Ooh, stiff detent. Ooh, okay, hold on, I'm gonna do that again. Haha, y'all can't see it. Ooh, okay. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. Alright, and here we have a really killer looking drop points, almost like a leaf-shaped blade. Really massive swedge, runs all the way out to your tip, or not all the way out to you, almost out to the tip. Really nice black wash here. Got your blade hole, all your typical Kizer branding, model number. So this is the V series. So you know the V series is, it was their introduction series. Now it's their middle series. So they have the L, the V, and the KI. So the L is their Lanconic, I think it is. And then V, I can't remember what it is. And KI, I can't even remember either. But, you know, the V is their, like I said, their kind of middle of the road model. And then you have on this side the knife name and the designer's name. Let's go ahead and take a look at our grinds here. Pretty good. You got a little shallow back here towards the heel. Looks pretty good though. Yeah, so see, there you go. You can kind of see the difference in the grinds there. So you got a pretty thin grind there and a lot more thicker grind there. Tip looks to be pretty good. Let's see how we looking. Yeah, the tip is very thin, so it's hard to tell, but it is pretty good on the grind there. They look pretty even. This one has a little more a little more of a grind to it. So this has got a little steeper grind. But either way, super, super pointy, pokey tip. Very pointy and pokey. Lots of great jimping. This is... ooh, it's a hollow grind. I didn't know that. So try to get this to focus here. It's going to be hard with the... there we go, kind of focus in. So, holy cow. Okay, I'm having to take this off camera so I can see it. That is extremely well done. So you can kind of see there, your plunge grind terminates right there. So, I mean, right there. So that is all from right there all the way out. That's your sharpening. That's where you've got room to sharpen. That is insanely well done. Like, I love seeing this stuff. Like, it is crazy. And this is a fairly thin behind the edge hollow grind. And it's, I mean, because you look at how far it is. So it's a 3/4 hollow grind. I don't know if this is one that they're looking at discontinuing or what, but I don't know why this thing was on sale. I picked it up for it was like $30, something like that. It's insane. It's definitely one where you want to be choked up on it. So this position, it's comfortable. And my hands actually kind of fit that pretty perfectly. This is comfortable, but this is just the knife just melts in your hand. When you put it in that grip, it just really, really melts in your hands. Let's go ahead and take a look at the action. So it's a little on the stiff side. So no big deal there. It'll break in. I'll end up taking it apart and cleaning it up, cleaning up the bearings and all that stuff. But the detent on this thing is insane. Like, it is crispy. Like, I mean, damn. Like, I mean, that is a crispy detent. Like, it's almost hard. I mean, it is hard. It's almost impossible for me to reverse lick it. I have to really get on there. I mean, but it works. It works. I mean, it comes out. When they break that detent, man, that thing is... There's no way in hell you could fail this knife. No way you could fail this knife. Not with that detent. And it slow rolls beautifully. Wow. I am really impressed with this. I'll be honest, I don't like the G10. It feels like, like I said, it feels like Richlight, and I don't like Richlight. But they say it's G10, but I swear this feels exactly like the Richlight Sheepdog I had, and I sold that knife because I did not like the Richlight. I like the pattern on it. It's done well. It doesn't feel bad in the hand. Like I said, it's just the way that the feel of it. I might take some sandpaper or something and rough it up or something. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, outside of that, I mean, it disappears in your hand. When you're choked back on it, it's great. You've got jimping for days. Even if you do a pinch grip, you come back here and you do a pinch grip, you can use it. And if you come up here, you've got that swedge. It's not super comfortable there, so I don't know if you would want to do it like that. But when you've got this much of a choke up on there, I mean, this is where you're going to really have some serious power behind your cuts. I like this thing now. I'm telling you, I really like this thing. I wish I'd have picked one up a long time ago. And I don't know if they have a premium version of this or not. I know this is the mini Roach, so they've got to have a full size. So it's got a little bit of a, you might hear it here. Hold on. So you can kind of hear the not really grittiness, but it's where the detent is scraping against the coating on the knife. So like I said, that will break in over time, but that stinking detent is crispy. I mean, I don't think I've had another knife that has a crispier detent than that. So I don't know if they're all like this or if this is just kind of a one case thing, but that thing, I mean, it just it literally just rockets out of there. Let's take a listen to it here. Man, that's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a cut test here. I know this thing's going to absolutely melt paper. Oh, I got into the finger tool. Yeah, it's sharp. I mean, you can't have that thin of a grind and it not be. It is just, yeah, it's cutting through that paper without any issues. Like I say, guys, this paper is super thin, so any knife that can just actually push cut that paper is got a hell of an edge on it. It's not one I'd want to touch the edge on. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, so let's go ahead real quick. We'll go ahead and cut into the specs on this thing because we got 2 knives to do and we're already at 10 minutes. So this guy is under 4 ounces, 3.9 ounces. It is, let's grab the length on this thing real quick. Looks like it's about a 3-inch blade. Yep, so right at a 3-inch blade, right at 7 inches overall. No issues with that. It's a little on the bulky side or a little on the heavy side for a 3-inch blade, but when you look at what you're, you know, with the G10, the big old slabs of G10 and everything, I don't know if I showed it or not, but it is perfectly centered. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. So we'll slide that off to the side real quick. Go ahead and grab the next knife here. So your next knife is the Sheepdog Mini, and this is the aluminum button lock version. So I sold my Sheepdog to a friend of mine, who he came over. We were just checking out the collection. He did not have any Sheepdogs, and he walked away with 2 of them. So a couple of Kizer stickers in there, and your typical Kizer paperwork and stuff. Let's go ahead and break this guy out and get this bag put back in there. All right. Anyway, he fell in love with the mini Sheepdog that I had, and so I let him. I gave it to him for a hell of a deal. So I've been wanting to get another one since then. And this one caught my eye because it was cheap. It was on sale. It was an amazing price. This is, again, the aluminum button lock. So you have some not smooth aluminum, but not super rough either. It's almost like a sandblasted feeling, I guess. Again, you know, flush screws. I love the lines on the handles. They give you plenty of traction. Open construction, so you just got your standoffs back here. The typical pocket clip for the Sheepdog, a little bit of a wider pocket clip. You got a kind of a low bill on it. No real issues there. All right, guys, sorry about that. I don't know where I ended. I had to pause the video for a little bit, but so yeah. So anyway, I know I was talking about the pocket clip there for a little bit. So again, you got that kind of a low bill pocket clip. It is deep carry. Great little knife. Let's go ahead and take a look at the blade. So your typical kind of sheep foot cleaver, worn cliffy. So it is a sheep's foot blade. So at least to the best of my knowledge anyway, the main differentiation between a sheep's foot and a Warncliffe, it's not necessarily this part that matters as much as it is this part. So your sheep's foot blade is always going to have a curve, from what I understand. And I'm sure there's some experts out there that will disagree or potentially disagree or whatever, but from everything that I know, sheep's foot blades have a curve in them. Warncliffes are flat, perfectly flat. This part of it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, you can have, you know, slanted, straight, whatever. This one is more of they consider it a more of cleaver blade. But the name Sheepdog kind of tells you the blade shape there. So again, same as before, typical Kizer billboarding. You have your blade steel, model number, the Kizer logo, and here you have your Sheepdog Knives logo, and then the CO1C, which is the Sheepdog Mini. Cool little blade there. I always have had a soft spot for these knives. So let's take a look at it. Again, great knives. You do have a little bit of a choke up point there, but even then, you know, without that, they just feel good in the hand. Nice and rounded off. The Mini is one of my favorites. I would like to get the purple full size or whatever, not the XL, but the normal size one. I'd like to get the purple one of those. And we have a visitor again, so if you guys hear any whining or crying, it's my dog telling me it's time to go to bed. And on cue, there she goes. But yeah, so I absolutely love it. Let's take a look at that button lock actuation. So we've got a little bit of greediness there. Baby girl, stop, baby girl. Okay, hello. Okay, you want to be in the video? Okay, I see. Okay, say hello. Yeah, say hello. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm leaving this in the video just so you know. Okay? So everybody sees how much of a brat you're being. Yeah? You know, I only have a little bit of time to do these videos. I can only do them on nights when I'm home. And this is the only time I have to do them. And you're just going to have to get over it. Okay? You're just going to have to go to bed and get over it. Okay. Yes, okay. Okay. Alright, let me get these done. Okay. Just give me like 10 more minutes, okay? Alright. I know I've got a lot of dog lovers as subscribers, so I know y'all understand that. But what I was saying was the action feels a little on the gritty side. So this is definitely one that I'm going to want to clean up. Has an interesting sound there when you just break the detent, or it's not really a detent when you break the plunge lock. Huh. So there must be some stuff in there, which again, it's not an issue. But if you guys see my video on the Riot, whatever, the new Riot, that one should be going live before this one. But I talk about how even a normal button lock had more of a detent. This is your perfect example. This is a normal button lock, and it has like a discernible click when you open it. Like you feel it has an actual, like a detent feel to it. That one did not. Outside of that, I absolutely and just love and enjoy. Everybody knows about the Sheepdog. If you don't buy one, just don't think about it. Just buy one. Buy the Mini or buy the normal size one. The normal size is probably my next favorite one. The XL is cool. It's just a little bit too big for my liking. But I do like the Mini. It's a great, honestly, it's actually, you can use it as a 5th pocket carry, but it's just a great little knife to throw in your pocket. It's lightweight, has tons of cutting power. Go ahead, and I didn't take a look at the grind, so let me get in there on that. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. So your grind on this one does look really nice. You've got a lot less of a sharpening tool. So your plunge grind stops right there. So it's not going to be long before you get into a smile. Tip is favoring the show side just a little bit. You can see that there. Tip is favoring the show side. And then let's see what else on this thing. Oh yeah, the screw check. So let's check that. So our T6s. Yep, T6s here. So T6s are all good there. Yep, everything looks good. Kizer always does a really good job of it. you know, if I ignore her long enough, eventually she'll get the idea. She's being very persistent tonight. The T8, the pivot screw, has a little bit of wiggle to it, but nothing too crazy. You guys know the dimensions on the Sheepdog, so we ain't got to go there. Well, actually, you know what? Let's look at the weight, because this is the aluminum version. So the aluminum version does have a little bit of difference in the weight there. So take a look at that. So you're at 3.3 ounces on the aluminum Sheepdog. So guys, I really appreciate y'all hanging out. This video is going on for 20 minutes now. I appreciate it again. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Say hello to baby girl again. She loves knives. As always, again, be kind, be humble, be EDC. Love your doggos. They deserve it. Y'all take care. Bye.